Tennis Tunes. We have Felix joining us today. This is the first round of the Ultimate 5.5 tournament, the Fall League. There's 16 players in the bracket this time around, and yep, this is the first round. So, if we win this, we go to the quarterfinals. But Felix is very tough. This is the first time he's been on the channel, which is so funny because he's been playing Ultimate Tennis for the past 2 years, just like I have. And he always does pretty darn well, but he's never in my division. And then when he does make the tournament bracket, he does pretty well, but he ends up losing, like, quarterfinals or semis. And so he doesn't quite make it to the finals. And we just haven't crossed paths. We just haven't played each other in 2 years. And we've been in the same league all that time. So it is an honor to have Felix joining us. You can tell he's got a great game. All right, we take that game. We get up, or we tie it up 1-1, and look at that. Felix is up 40-love this game. I made a few quick errors. But Felix has a good game. He's got a tough serve. He's just tricky all around. He actually, I heard about some other people. Mr. Overhead has played him in the tournament a few times, and I have heard about his game. But he's way trickier than I thought he would be. I'm trying to be tricky there. I can't do it. Great passing shot. Felix coming in clutch. He's up 2-1. But Felix is also very fast. So he's very fast and he's very tricky. And that is a potent combination. I put that little sun there because it's so freaking bright. I could not see the ball. He hit a winner off the lob. Called just out. It was very close. That's a good call. But the backhand angle, what? All right, now, guys, you've been watching the channel. My backhand has been feeling pretty darn good. My forehand hasn't been feeling quite as good. So it is very interesting. But, yeah, I'm loving my backhand right now. Pretty good forehand there, though. Got a good angle on it. I think with my forehand, I'm rushing a little bit. I'm trying to figure out my issue lately. And I do think it's just timing, as it always is with tennis. But I got to let that ball go a little bit more and then rip my shot. He caught me there. But now he's got a chance to get up 4-1. Great little finish by Felix. He looked a little awkward doing it, but very effective. Right now, I don't think I'm playing bad at all. I think some of the points you don't see are these shorter points where I make a mistake pretty quickly, and I think I'm doing that a good amount. But, the points we're seeing here, I'm putting some good pressure on the ball.
Great shot.
Whew! I'm not doing that, though, at least not yet. Whew! I just try to keep it low and hard. We take that game. Maybe we can make a little comeback this set. Shout out to Felix, though. I mean, we nail one down the line. He's a good sport. I appreciate him letting me record for the very first time in a tournament setting. It's a tournament match, and he didn't seem to mind. The tripod it really doesn't cover much space on the back of the fence there. It didn't get in our way. There was one point actually, Felix hit the camera. I think you'll see, and it definitely moved, and I fixed it the next game. But I think he won the point there, so it was okay. But as always, if the camera setup affects you in any way, I replay the point, whether I'm winning it or losing it, whether it's you know, clear or not. Oh, we're getting a little crafty, people. We got a chance to take this game. Very deep shot there. And one to the other side. And it's enough to take it. Okay, maybe we got a comeback brewing. So this season for Ultimate Tennis, Big Dong Nasty, yeah, he got his name back. Big Dong Nasty ended up placing first in the entire league. There's 3 divisions, each with like, you know, 12 players or so, or 8 players maybe. And Christian, you know, BDN placed first out of all 3 divisions, which is very impressive. But can he clutch up and take the win for the tournament? Oh, there it is. I don't think Felix even thought about it or realized he hit it, because I got to I'm like, oh, it looked like it moved. And then he's like, oh, how'd that happen? I'm like, I think you ran into it pretty hard. All right, so something I'm doing and something that gives me a lot of trouble is when my opponent comes to the net, you know, and when they do it at the right time, it's very tough. But if I can just get my racket on the ball, if I can just keep it low and hard and even to the middle, it's not an, you know, instead of them, you know, finishing the point, it actually usually sets me up to be offensive on them. So that's a huge improvement. You know, there are some people, you know, I lob them and it doesn't really do too much. They get up there. I try to pass them and maybe I'm missing, but just low and hard to the middle, they can't do that much with it. All right, but Felix does take that set, and we're at 1-1 in the second set. Whew, barely dribbles over the net. That's a great example. I was able to turn that around and get the offensive shot, and then I was the one at the net able to finish the point because my baseline shot was pretty low and hard. I think I was a little too behind the ball for that shot. But that's okay. We got a chance to get up 3-1. We do it. This set is going much better already. Whoa! Now we're looking for 4-1. We're getting more comfortable, getting pretty tricky. Getting more aggressive too, and that's been the story this season. My first set is always pretty rough, but the second set starts and I find my mojo. Right now I'm just trying to move him around as much as I can, hoping he'll get a little tired. But I gotta tell you, the weather this day was pretty nice. It was like 77 or so, and you know, in Florida we've been begging for that. In Orlando. All right, big point here. I can get a 5-1. Oh, I see what he was going for. It was a great move. I think that was the right play. Couldn't quite execute.
Wow.
What is that? That was incredible. The lunge. You guys see the intro in slow-mo? He lunged across the court and somehow got his racket on that ball. Amazing. All right, convincing set. And now we're to a full third set. So in Ultimate Tennis, the default is actually a full third set. But if you and your opponent both agree to a 10-pointer, that's fine. Otherwise, you have to play a full third set. I was I felt pretty comfortable now. I was hoping we could play the full third. But so I asked him, I just politely asked him, like, hey, you want to play the full third? And he said yes without hesitation. Just out there. But, I felt comfortable, but all of a sudden I'm down 540 in the first game of this third set. That's a good little rip there. Yeah, I'm trying not to rely on my lobs as much when they come to the net. Unless they're, like, right up to the net. Yeah, great shot from him there. Couldn't do much with it. So we're down in the game, and now we're down 30 love. I'm shaking in my boots at this point, to be honest. I do not want to lose in the first round of Ultimate. We got to try to catch Big Nog Nasty in the bracket. Am I right? I'm definitely hitting some big shots to the sides, moving him around really well, creating really good opportunities for myself. Another one here. So we're able to come back that game to make it 1-1, which is huge. But again, Felix had a great game. I think he hit pretty good and pretty deep. I loved that volley there. Just keep trying to move him side to side. He's giving me a nice juicy one there. I barely get to it though. But I kind of made it look like I was going for the dropper or going for something soft. And when I got to it, I just put a little more on it. Great point there. But yeah, no, as I was saying, yeah, I tried to just put a little deeper, and it definitely caught him off guard. He thought I was going to hit pretty soft. We're up 2-1, but again, we're down 30 love in the game. I thought he was a little generous on that call over there. I thought I hit it wide. But we take those in the third set. We're trying to crack some forehands at this point. Perfect timing for me to say that. I didn't know that was the point. But that was a big boy forehand. A big deep shot. But look how deep he got it back. That was great. I set myself up pretty good, I thought. Could not execute. He caught it. Good for him. That was a big game. Okay, so now he has a chance to make a little comeback happen. But it's already 40-30 I'm up in this game. If he can get it to deuce, that would be huge. Hey, by the way, no handshake at the end of this just because I got my camera while he was going to get his towel. So, I don't want you guys to think there's any salt between us. Yeah, that's just too good. I'm feeling pretty good now. That first set, I was pretty worried But, you know, you can tell we're comfortable. And we can close out the set, right? Not yet, not yet. Just wide. We got a match point. Ah, good playing, Felix. That was a lot of fun, man.